had to. I had to do it. So I put the windshield back on the bike. I'm still trying to get the audio sorted out. I figure this will at least divert more of it kind of over my head. So hopefully this sounds a lot better than, they have been. I'm also recording with the action camera microphone, which is now, instead of being like right in the front, I don't know why I'm doing this. Can't pretend this is a helmet. So instead of being right in front of my mouth, it's actually in my left ear, and this road ends. I don't know this neighborhood. I don't live here. So we'll cruise around and make everybody nervous. Wow, it literally just like ends. Good slow speed maneuver practice. I need more practice. We didn't die. So not only am I recording with the action camera microphone, I'm still recording with the Bluetooth headset, and I have an additional audio device in my pocket. Which that obviously can't record any of my voice because it's in my pocket, not in my head. So I guess a video everybody does when they motovlog at one point or another is they give an honest review of their bike. I mean, is it a good bike? Is it a good beginner bike? What does it do good? What does it lack? A's, B's, pros, cons, whatever. And everybody's opinion is going to be different. So this is my honest review of my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero 750. I really like the bike. That's the review. No, I'm just kidding. So, is the 750 a good bike? Yeah, I mean, one, Honda, reliability, that's fantastic. I think you change the oil in these things every now and again, they should run forever. Not to mention, the Aero is also shaft drive, so there's no chain to lube, there's freaking no chain to clean, won't stretch, nothing. Change the fluid in it every now and again, and we should be good. Just fantastic. It's low maintenance. I love it. It's perfect. The bike weighs about 550 pounds. I think she's doing about, 45 horse? At the crank, 42, 45, somewhere in there. I think I saw online that with the drive shaft, because you do lose a little bit of power loss in the drivetrain. I think it's putting like 30 to the wheels, which sounds like nothing. But I mean, you can out-accelerate pretty much any and all traffic. As far as cruising around in town, it is a fantastic in-town cruiser. I mean, heck, you keep this thing under 60, 65, I'm getting 50 miles to the gallon or better. And not to mention, if I may say, the Honda Shadows, I mean, they're just great looking bikes. I mean, look at this. Look at this right here. Absolutely beautiful. They're actually fairly inexpensive as well. I bought this one, the 08 750 in 2021 with 13,000 miles. I paid $2,800 for it. Now I actually have a bit more into it now. What with the Mustang seat, the bags, the bars, the windshield. Put tires on it when I got it. Inspection, insurance, etc., etc. I mean, but the base bike, $2,800, that runs this good, that I've had zero problems with other than the battery over the winter because I didn't put it on a battery tender. It's been great. Now, when I bought this, I was also a lot heavier than I am now. So if you guys checked out one of my other vlogs, I mentioned I lost a ton of weight this year. So for me, being now, I'm 210 as of today, down from 280 at the beginning of the year. The bike cruises, obviously, it does a lot better than it did with those extra 60, 70 pounds out of the way. Now, that's not saying it didn't move me when I was 280. You had to give her just a little bit more, obviously. So, the cons. Highway and interstate. Well, state highways aren't bad. If you got a speed limit somewhere around 55, 60, everybody's probably doing, 60, 65. You'll be alright. At least that's been my experience. Now, you start pushing up to 70 miles an hour, like the interstates around here, where everybody's doing 75 or better. I don't know, man. I've cruised at 75 for about an hour before. I mean, it is buzzy. It usually sits somewhere about 4,000 RPM. Or just a little higher, which seems, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's good long term or not. It's probably fine. It's actually one of the reasons I actually put the tachometer on this bike. I'm in too high of a gear. There we go. Actually, the reason I added the tachometer is for that very reason, because it just sounded like it was winding out way too much. It's like, this can't be right. I mean, there's no way. She was doing exactly what she was supposed to be doing. So as far as interstate travel, yeah, I don't know, man. You might want to go with something different. I mean, she'll do it, but really it depends on the rider. It depends on your height. Depends on your weight. It's like, I'm right about 6 foot. I ended up putting forward controls and mini floorboards on this bike for it to be comfortable. Not to mention spending another, you know, good chunk of change on the Mustang seat, which is life-changing, by the way. If you have one of these and need a seat, spend the money, get the Mustang. You will love it, I promise you. And really, as far as cons, in my opinion, that's kind of it. It's just the interstate. And that time I was cruising above 70, 75, I think my mileage dropped to around 40-ish, low 40s, so that's still pretty good. But for around town, I mean, 550 pounds, I mean, that's pretty easy to move around. I mean, the wind pushes you a little bit, but it's not that bad once you get used to it. So on the question of whether this is a good beginner bike or not, I think it all really depends. I would say yes, if you're not going to get on the interstate. And I think that's what that lane does, so we're going to move over here. Well, actually, it's the belt line, not the interstate, but yeah, we don't want to mess with that either. That's just freaking amateur NASCAR racing. That's all that is up there. I'll do it in a car. I won't do it on a bike, though. I had to. I had to do it. So if I could go back a year, knowing what I know now, my experience with this bike, would I buy a 750 Shadow again? Would I buy this bike again? Honestly, no. This bike does about 90 to 95% of what I want out of a motorcycle. I wish she had a little more power, and I wish she was a little happier cruising at, you know, 70, 75. Because there's sometimes, yeah, I might, you know, it's nice taking back roads and side streets and whatnot. Sometimes, you know, I want to go somewhere. And if the interstate's the fastest way to get there, I can't take the bike. I don't know. Or I probably could. Honestly, I haven't, I mean, I've only had her to 70, 75 like once. One trip. And that was it. I mean, I know she'll do it. But at the same time, I don't know, it just feels like it's wound down. Oh, that's where Snoopy's is. I mean, they got pretty decent hot dogs. Around here, they're, you know, they're talked pretty highly of. It ain't bad. I don't remember where this split goes. I guess we're going downtown. Oh, this ties back into US 1. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. So, I don't know, man. A lot of the groups, you know, a lot of people say, hey, you can do highway. Other people say it can't. Really, it depends on you. One, your comfort level. Because I haven't been on the interstate yet. I'll probably do a video about that. And a lot of it's your weight and just your physical size. If you're a bigger boy like, you know, I used to be, I would definitely go lean towards like an 1100, or maybe even if you want to stick with Honda, go with like a VTX 1300. I think it's got 100 pounds more, but the power difference is noticeable. So, anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions, guys. So, you know, take what you will with a grain of salt, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you.